Hello and welcome to another edition of PaynePoints of Interest, where we talk about and answer questions relating to all things in small business. So grab your coffee, sit back, and join us as we start the discussion. All right. Welcome, Ray. He's with me.
Hi.
We are going to answer a question from a Reddit user called Collide Rings. He asks, very simply, how would you spend your marketing budget if you're an online company that sells a product consumers only buy once or infrequently in their lifetime?
Okay, well, that's interesting. Like, the first thing that comes to my mind is a house, you know. An infrequent purchase that you might buy once or twice in a lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, I thought house and then I thought burial plot.
Yeah, because everybody dies and you're all going to need one eventually.
And so online marketing in those particular arenas is more difficult because what you're trying to do is you're trying to reach many people, but every time you reach a person, you want them to purchase from you.
Yeah.
Because every time that they purchase from somebody else, that's a customer you will never get.
Yeah.
You know, because they make the purchase once or twice in a lifetime.
Yeah.
So if you lose a customer, that customer is simply lost. And so you're trying to, A, reach many people at once with your marketing, and B, once you have them, the most important thing is the sell.
Yeah.
You know, you're trying to close the deal on every customer. This is not really my area of expertise. Like, I have dealt mostly in service industries, so selling cell phones, selling coffee, selling tattoos.
Yeah,
you know, things where if I lose you today, I'll get you tomorrow.
Yeah, This is something I don't have a tremendous amount of experience with either, because I've also been more service based in all the businesses I've really worked in. My thought is you've got to know what your audience is. You know, what kind of product are you selling, and target specifically to that audience.
Yeah, I would say targeting, like, data in this area becomes crucial.
Yes.
You have to be, if you're selling burial plots, then you have to have a AARP list of people that you know are of the age where they are going to be buying burial plots within the next 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, and you heavily just push
and
in
just
that
get
area.
as many of those people to see you as possible, and you will grab as many fish as you can that way.
Yeah.
I would say just targeted marketing in areas where your customer is going to be. Like, you really can't afford being an online company selling an infrequently bought product. I don't think you can afford to waste your marketing dollars marketing to people that are never going to use your product or will use your product in 40 years.
So this individual actually answers people's questions in the comments. They wanted to know what the specific product he was selling. And he says he sells a 2-part male engagement and wedding ring. Which is, I find interesting. Guys don't usually get an engagement ring, but I feel like, in the age of equality, that should be a thing if you want it to be.
Sure.
It was funny that some of the people commented, well, you say once in a lifetime, but really.
Really? How often are you going to buy that? You may buy 20 of them, because we're talking about the wedding ring. We're talking about the engagement ring.
Yeah.
You might buy many of those.
You may get married more than once. Or you can be like my husband and lose his super frequently.
Or, you might buy several for the same person.
So I feel like, again, you got to know your audience. You've got to target them specifically, but when you have an online business, you can market to the entire world.
I said, from his perspective, I would say he can also vary his marketing to be outside the box.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, okay, these are engagement rings, but they're also promise rings. They're also,
friendship rings.
Friendship rings. They're like, it's online. It's the Wild West, people. Go ahead and think outside the box.
Producer Megan says, why don't you market them as rings for yourself? Like, I've bought rings for myself before as a promise to myself to be good to,
a promise for yourself to reach a goal in the summer, and then in the summer you get the second ring when you reach the goal.
Yeah.
Like, it's all sorts of things. Like, his product is very malleable.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself, exactly.
Treat yourself.
And I guess it's like it depends on. I think it depends on all marketing online depends on your product and your customer. You have to link those two things.
Yeah.
And if it's houses, you can't do that thing I said because you can't market to a person in France if you don't sell houses in France.
Yeah.
You know.
You got to be more local than that. But with something like this, it's not really indicative to a region or a specific area.
Yeah, for this guy,
sky's the limit for him.
Absolutely. He can sell rings to he can sell rings the way they sell stars.
Yeah.
You know, look, the star registry.
I don't know how big the operation is here. He doesn't really indicate how the size of his company. But if you've got enough money, you could hire someone to help you sort of think outside the box and start targeting different areas that you wouldn't necessarily, because he seems very hung up on this, engagement and wedding ring thing, where you could market it and open it up from that, like you guys were saying. Make it for yourself. Make it for a friend. I
find it interesting that he thought of engagement rings as being something that is bought infrequently. Yeah. Like that is not an infrequent product at all.
I feel like it's probably not.
No jewelry is an infrequent buy. That is a frequent buy.
Yeah.
Even if you were selling my shop only sells engagement rings. Well, no, you sell rings. I can do whatever I want to with the ring.
Buy one for your dad. Buy one for your brother.
I would drop the whole engagement wedding ring.
I would even mention engagement rings.
I would say that's probably holding him back because, some women I know don't like the really ornate, girly looking jewelry that's out there. So maybe they want something a little plainer and simpler.
Like my wife, I offered to buy her a large diamond, and she was very much against it. At the time, that was years ago. But at the time when I was engaged with her, she'd take it now for sure.
Sure.
But she was like, no bigger than a quarter carat. And I saw the card. A quarter carat is
kind of small.
Kind of small. Like, what? Can I just go up to a half? I was like, I'm trying to spend more money. You're like, no.
Yeah. She could have done something besides a diamond. She could have done something like something
which
really
honestly
nice
she probably wanted me to do, and I'm buying a diamond. That is a man's ring.
Yeah, right.
Think outside the box with your products, guys. If you're an online company, the purpose of being not brick and mortar is that your business is mobile. It is nebulous. It is in the cloud.
Yeah.
So make your dreams happen.
I think take a full advantage of the fact that you have an audience that's worldwide at that point.
Yes.
And, you really should utilize that, especially when you're in your marketing. And if you've got a Facebook page and your, Facebook advertising does let you target to specific age groups and regions and ethnicities and all of that stuff. And if you feel like your product is very specific to one particular area, you should utilize that kind of marketing.
And there's a whole process to go through step by step how to create the best marketing for your business.
Yeah.
One of the things that's a factor in the marketing is how do you ship?
Yeah.
If you ship internationally, then by all means, cater your ring packages per region. Like, how do they do it in India? How do they do it in China? How do they do it in Australia? Like, it's different things for every region, and you can actually do that if you ship internationally. If you don't ship internationally, then don't even bother. It's just wasted money.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, this guy, he has a good question, but I think it's not his actual problem. I think his actual problem is
how he's looking at it.
How he's looking at his core business.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people have that issue, and that is why it's helpful to bring in outside people who have no emotional connection to the business, or they can see the picture a little bit bigger. They can stand back and look at it and can tell you, well, you've really pigeonholed yourself by marketing to engagement and wedding. Maybe open it up to just it's a ring business, and it doesn't have a specific label. So I think any business, small business, whatever it is, thinking outside the box and. Dapple's giving his opinion real hard right now. If y'all can hear the growling in the background. He does not think I'm right. It's okay, Dapple. It's fine. Anyway, I think all small businesses can benefit from thinking outside the box anytime it comes to their marketing. So,
Producer Megan says, please only buy a funeral plot once.
You don't need 7 of those.
Yeah, that'd be a little weird. All right, guys. I think that's going to be all of the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, if you guys have any questions or comments or things you'd like to add in today's topic, yes, Dapple, we hear you. Or if you'd like to be a guest speaker, you can find us on our website at PaynePoints.com, on our social media, Facebook and LinkedIn at PaynePoints, Instagram at Payne.points, Twitter at PointsPayne, and you can now call or text us at 855-PAYNEPT. That is 855-729-6378. We hope everybody had a great day. And let's get to work.